Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. To those of you who are new, my name is Inga and this channel is all about healthy lifestyle, food and commitment. Today's video is going to be a little bit spicy, a little bit different, a little bit not really different. It's just a topic that a lot of women are asking for themselves and a lot of women are questioning. So I have to say, I believe that this video will be more for women in general. Guys, unless you want to know more about women and you want to understand women more, of course, stay and watch. I personally suggest you to stop watching here. But this particular theme and topic that I will be having now is more for women. I have been questioning myself and I have been coming across things myself in regards to weight gain, weight loss, weight pause, if you can say that. And I keep asking why those things happen. Therefore, I started to do my research. And these things, what I'm going to talk about, are not sucked out from thin air. I actually did the research and learned about that. I just want to say I'm not a doctor, so you cannot take my word for a set in stone, but there is some information that I've gathered from doctors, from articles and different types of sources. So if you want to know about how period does affect women and weight loss, stay with me and let's talk about it. So the first thing I want to talk about is it normal to gain weight during the period? Yes, it is. And it doesn't mean that you're gaining fat, it simply means that there is something going on. Mainly this happens because due to hormonal changes, your body retains water. So literally, it's not a fat, it's water, mainly. Often you feel bloated, your scale shows that you have gained weight, but is it fat? No, not necessarily. How do you fix water retention? What do you do for that? Drink a lot of water. As funny as it sounds, drink a lot of water, because that will help your kidneys to flush out excessive salt that retains the water. And salt works as a water retention mechanism. Exercise. As much as we hate thinking about exercise during our period, exercise. It will help you to sweat out all the extra salt that has been collecting in your body, and it will help you again to lose some water via sweat. And to be fair, it takes about 3,500 calories to put on 1 pound of weight. You definitely can be assured that you're not putting on fat during your period. And overall, during period, you can gain up to about 2.3 kilograms or about 5 pounds of weight. That's a lot. And it does play with your mind, doesn't it? But what's even more trickier than this, the period week itself, is PMS. It's the actual premenstrual week. But to be fair, there are so many women that doesn't gain weight at all. But I believe that this type of women are not exactly watching this channel. I believe that whoever is watching is struggling with weight gain, and if you have overall weight gain, then more likely that it also fluctuates during your period or during your cycle. And other things that do play significant role in weight gain and weight fluctuation during your period or during your cycle is estrogen and progesterone. In particular, estrogen is linked with water retention and progesterone is linked with water release. What happens during the water retention, both of these hormones are at their lowest when it happens. So it is a bit confusing as both of these hormones are at their lowest during the PMS week, and that's supposedly the biggest water retention period. However, it could be linked with cortisol, the stress hormone level. Bloating itself is caused by progesterone. In a way, it's all science. Progesterone is making digestion much slower, therefore bloating and constipation can happen. And to be fair, when you think about it, period cravings don't really help as well, because you either crave salty or sweet, but both of them affect you. Both of them promote water retention. Be careful, be mindful, especially in the week that leads you to the period and also during the period. And as I mentioned before, diet and exercise is very, very important. You could try herbal teas. What I find helps me a lot is, for example, mint tea or caraway tea. Caraway tea helps with bloating regardless, so it is very good during this period as well. And what I never knew about is dandelion tea, which is very good for water retention and digestive system overall. Oh, and one more thing. Do not forget about your food supplements. Magnesium in particular is very helpful with this situation. But just to be on the safe side, confirm it with your healthcare provider or healthcare professional. So there are a few reasons why you might be gaining weight during the period. As I said, the water retention before, etc. High progesterone in general does increase appetite, and it also expands your blood vessels to accommodate more fluid, and the fluid holds onto salt. So if you are craving more salty foods, then that's exactly what happens. Another thing could be insulin resistance, and again it is due to the progesterone levels raising. If you are craving foods high in sugar, this definitely could affect you again, exactly because of the progesterone. So naughty progesterone, huh? So if you are consuming sweet foods more than you normally would, glucose would hang out in your blood system because of the insulin resistance, and it would contribute to the weight gain. So I mentioned magnesium before as a helpful thing. What happens with magnesium during your period? Very often magnesium levels drop, and that can cause dehydration, and with dehydration it's quite tricky. It can actually make you think that you're hungry while you're actually thirsty. And often low magnesium causes sugar cravings, so be careful with that, because you often can eat instead of drinking, so make sure that you keep up with your water levels during your period. Doctors suggest that before you actually reach out for some food when you feel hungry during period, get a glass of water beforehand, and you will see that really might affect the outcome of the whole situation. Another thing that does affect is less movement. As your hormone levels fluctuate, you feel more of the PMS symptoms, therefore you feel more fatigue, more exhausted, and you do not want to do exercise. However, doing exercise during this period is especially suggested. I hope any of this was helpful for you, and when you do think about period and what happens during the period and PMS, and when you do feel that your weight gain is not happening as good as it was before, or generally, think about what you're eating during this period, and think about if any of what I have suggested might affect and might help you to find the right way for you dealing with this. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to press the like button. If you didn't, press the dislike button. If you haven't done this already, please subscribe. If you do subscribe, don't forget to press notification button, the little bell thing, to receive notifications about any of my upcoming videos. And I hope I will see you on Monday, which most probably will be already in Latvia. Bye guys, have a good weekend.